Hey guys, and welcome back to FTB Minecraft Skyblock Infinity Expert Edition and all that jazz. Last episode we set up everything to allow us to create everything we need to make the parts for more diesel generators, because as you can tell, our generator room is quite empty at the moment. It only has one diesel generator, but it has room for 5, or at least I've plotted out space for 5. Could probably fit another one in there or wherever, but we'll keep it sane. So what we want to do today, I guess, is just get to that. So let's take a look at the recipes again. Diesel generator, you required 6 generator blocks, 9 radiator blocks, and 27 heavy engineering. So if we go across to here, we have generator blocks, 6 of, 1 MV capacitor. Why can't you make the MV capacitor? I have MV capacitors. Ooh. Alright. We have to do a thing. We have to do a thing, and that's fine. We have come across a learning experience. The thing is that I think it's getting cut up about NBT data, right? It doesn't want to make it using our current technology. Let me get rid of that. Because it's being picky about the actual data. So we might have to replace this one here with a fuzzy crafting table and a fuzzy... Does it have to be a fuzzy crafting pipe as well? Can be applied to crafting and basic pipes and crafting and item sync modules. Do I have to... Maybe I can apply it to this but not this? Need 4 quartz, which I think I can dig out of a chest somewhere, 4 paper and a golden chipset. Let's order those things. Golden chipset. Right. And 4 quartz. Minecraft. We have 1. Good. We might actually have to sieve things for once. No, we actually have nearly 1,000, so that's good. I think it was like this. Might have been paper in the middle, we'll soon find out. No, I got it right. So you... We apply that to you. Do we have to do any special setup for you? Whoops, wrong tool. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. So, what if we try creating generator blocks again? 6. Missing 1 MV capacitor. Maybe you do need to be fuzzy. Whoops. I applied this to the wrong dang. I'm sure you all noticed. I am sure of it. We'll take that, thank you. Generator block should be over here somewhere. Kinetic dynamo. Kinetic dynamo is what needs the MV capacitor. Now we'll try again. We passed it. 6. No, still complaining. Alright, so we will make you... Yeah, because it wants specifically one that's completely full. Do we have one that's completely full? We do. So it's interesting that it's not actually taking it. But that's fine, because we can swap you out for a fuzzy. So, fuzzy crafting table. Just some quartz. And you. And fortunately, we don't have to go far. We have that quartz right there. Kinetic dynamo, yeah. So you plus you, fuzzy. And now, kinetic dynamo. Select Ordic type. Gosh, I guess steel. Most likely. Done. And I think... Uh-oh. No. Give me that back. Most likely. Sure. Done. Now, you see how it's popping up Ordict, IGN damage, IGN NBT, or prefix? I think we can change those, but I don't know what the... See, I did it again. I don't know what the controls are for it. If I have to hold a modifier when I click, which, is it left or right click? What is it? Whoops. Most likely. All right. So we don't really care about any of that. It's ignoring MBT and it's ignoring damage. I think that's what that means. It's following the Ordict. We'll just try ordering it like this. I don't think I actually tried ordering it with the fuzzy yet. 6. Oh dear. So what about if I order 6 kinetic dynamos? Ah, okay. That wasn't the problem at all, and this is probably completely unnecessary. It's that we're out of Electrum. So, I have the gold to spare. I have the gold definitely to spare. So give me 64 gold and give me 64 silver, and I guess I'll be right back. Sorry to waste your time, everyone. See, the problem is, I've just put 64 in the system, by the way. The problem is that I'm so unsure with logistics pipes. This is all very much still a learning experience for me, that I keep making silly mistakes like that. So, whoops. But, now we should be able to order 6. No? Why not? You're missing 4 MV capacitors to make the kinetic dynamo. So make them, right? I told you how to make them. And you have 2. And I just ordered 6, accidentally. Oh well. Yeah, I reckon it's the distinction of energy stored that it's getting cut up about. We'll see. We'll see how things go. It's going to make all those things successfully, hopefully. It's probably making a bunch of plates or something over here. No, no plate making. You need laser having. No laser having. What you up to? What are you up to, system? Oh, you already made them. Go in. So it does have something to do with the data. Okay, so we have 6 with nothing stored in them. We have this one and this one. So I'm going to request those 2. And I'm going to try a thing. Other one, please. There it is. Okay. So it doesn't look like blue has a thing that lets you clear them. Maybe it does, but I'm being ignorant. It's probably making distinctions because the sides are also set. I'm really not sure at this stage. I'm not actually certain what the default state of one of these is. But that won't clear it. However, will you make kinetic dynamos now? No, you won't. Why won't you? Let me see a thing. I want to see a thing. Give me one of these, right? Yeah. 0 RF. I'm going to come in here and we're going to do that. I said that. Right, so now it wants a 0 RF one. So, what do you say now? Missing 5 MV capacitors. Why do you say you're missing 5? You should say you're missing 6, right? All right, let me go figure out what the heck is happening here and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I got it craft. It helps if you update this with import. Yeah, so that's the thing. So now, the thing is we're still not through, we still haven't solved it, right? Because even if I get these 6 generators, I'm going to have to get the system to make more, because we're going to have to make more than 1 generator, right? We're aiming to make 5. So hopefully next time I order that, that fixed it. I don't know though. There's still some stuff I don't know about the fuzzy crafting table. I didn't actually end up going and wikiing it because I saw no reason to after it functioned this time. I might do that later, however. We have 6 kinetic dynamos, so we should be able to order 6 of these now. Missing 9 electrum ingots and 3 treated wood planks. Right, treated wood isn't something we handled, is it? I still have to make my own treated wood. I guess that's fine for now. I didn't lock any of these. Whoops. I can't even remember what that slot was. Did I ever set that slot in the first place? Yeah, so let's make a bunch of wood. Oh, you know, I derped again. I keep forgetting when I order these things myself that they go into the output pouch, which isn't technically a part of the resources that this can use. I could make it part of the resources that this can use, but I haven't, and I probably still won't because I'm stubborn. So now can you make them? Yeah. Alright, fair enough. I still need to make more upgrades, down upgrades for these. Someone suggested that I could use plugs. I will probably avoid using plugs for the very same reason that you mentioned in your comment. It's not as aesthetically pleasing to use Buildcraft plugs. They're actually quite ugly. So I don't mind spending the little extra bit of resources we have at some point, right? Because this is a Skyblock map. We're going to have infinite resources. So it doesn't really bother me at the end. So now we have 6 generator blocks. Wonderful. And I have a bunch of oak wood that I don't need. Well, maybe I will need it. Do I have any bottles? Let's go make some treated wood. As you can see, it's nighttime and there's no mobs over here because I stopped being lazy for a moment and I actually lit this thing up with torches. Bottles, treated wood, creosote, delicious. And we'll handcraft these. At some point we'll automate treated wood, but for the sake of this episode I'm going to not do that. There's one stack. And there's most of another stack. I should have taken 32 bottles. Never mind. Here you go. Have those. Right. Oh, hello. Yes, I saw those yellow marks to indicate that this actually counts as spawnable. I should have taken that on board. That should handle it. Okay. So, generator blocks. And then it was 9 radiator blocks. I remember that much. 27 heavy engineering. Take one step at a time though. We've got... I don't like it. It's not Logistics Pipe's fault though, and it's not even Blue's fault. It's just that the two mods don't know the difference. Like, IE doesn't know to compact these for Logistics Pipe's sake, and Logistics Pipes doesn't know to compact those for IE's sake. Radiators. Need 9. We already have 5. So now we get 5 plus whatever that makes, plus whatever extra. So making 4 radiator blocks gives us 0. Nice. And 27 of you. Can we afford it? The answer is yes, we can. So there we go. Once I sorted out the generator hiccup, turns out we can make an entire diesel generator very easily now. Consider how hard that is normally and how powerful automation is in that sense. That's why I don't like it when automation is too easy. That's why I like Logistics Pipes, because effort goes into it. It took a long time to get all this, right? But something like, and I will name names here, something like Applied Energistics, I'm sorry, algorithm, just makes it too easy. Yeah, there's not as much thought. And look, I really do appreciate people's ability to choose how easy they want to make the game. And that's fine. You can do that all day for all I care, and I'll still love you. But it's just personally, I prefer that little bit extra challenge. So we're gonna do that. And that's our heavy engineering blocks dealt with, and finally the generator blocks. And we have a second diesel generator. Boop. Or is it boop? It's boop. Okay, that's fine. So, you should already be filling up with creosote, because, not creosote, diesel, biodiesel, because you already have that pipe connected to you. But for the sake of symmetry, and because we're going to put another one over here, and we might do that this episode because I want to try and get that, see if that fuzzy thing is fixed. Come on, brain. Pipe, 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 pipe. Yoink, yoink. There we go. Right, connected. So when another one comes in, it'll have that there, and we need to put a nice breaker switch on there. Which I don't think I have. Oh, I do! Look at that. So wonderful. Now if I put this on, I think it's going to turn on automatically and I have to reverse it, right? No. Are you getting fuel? I hope you are. Am I forgetting something about you? Maybe you need to be hooked up into power before you'll actually do anything. That's something to try, isn't it? Heavy, 3. And a bunch of wire coil, please. And the coils. Okay. I think I heard you just start up. I did. Alright. So this will turn you off, which I don't want. I want you to turn on, which I think we just smack. Yep. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. As you can see, I made the charging pad here. And yes, I know you don't have to hook up all 3, but I do anyway. The charging pad would always run out of energy before my jetpack was actually fueled. So I stuck an HP capacitor underneath it. Easiest way to deal with that. But now we have 2 diesel generators. Hooray! Success! Let's make a 3rd. If we can. It's probably going to complain about Electrum. Make me 6. It didn't complain about Electrum. Odd. Because you complained about treated wood and Electrum before. Oh well. You done yet? You are. I don't want to overload the system too much. So I'm being cautious about ordering too much at once. So, buckets should be zipping off over here to get filled up. This is waiting on water. There it goes. So, we have the issue in which this isn't getting supplied at a constant rate. So what I should probably do is come into here and say, like, keep 6,000. Because that way it'll just keep it topped up. Yeah, there we go. 9 radiators. And finally, 27 engineering, heavy engineering. And it could do it. I had enough resources. Wonderful. So, as easy as that, we now have 3 diesel generators. The problem with this, obviously, is that we were having fuel problems with 1. So what's the deal going to be with 3 or 5? Difficult to say. But we can start putting you together, that's for sure. The obvious answer to solving the problem of it using too much energy when it doesn't need to is having a system where these are all actually working to fill up a capacitor bank of some sort, and making sure that they only turn on when they need to start filling up that capacitor bank and turn off when they don't. And that way they won't choke. And by choking, I mean there's a situation... Oh, I know what's happening. It says I can have 27 engineering. I did it again. Engineering blocks. But I can't. Well, it is. But it's saying I can because I have the resources to get there. Not that I have the steel necessary right now to get there. So this has to make a lot of steel. So we are going to get 27 engineering blocks. I did have enough iron and enough coal coke, but yep. Yep. Cool. All right. So we have twice as much power now, technically. twice as much power output. Not necessarily twice as much power. How's our fuel doing anyway? How are you doing with all this? Probably not fantastic. Ah, your reserve tanks for the resources are still full. However, this is getting drained faster than this can make it. No. I'm not sure how to read that. So, I guess the process now is that we finally need to get round to creating the system which processes all this ore sand. And any other kind that comes in, gravel, whatever. It all needs to process that. So we need to start creating banks of furnaces, basically. Now, I could use a smeltery to smelt it all down, but I feel like that's something that's done a lot already. And I could use thermal expansion to do it, but again, I feel like that's something that's done to death already. I could use Ender.io, again, done to death. So we're going to try something a bit different, and it may be slower, but it'll be fun to try and do, I think. And if it doesn't work out, we'll just build something else some other time. Let's take a look though, just in case I get any inspiration for anything else. Probably should look by mod. So one of the ways I was thinking of doing it was using ore doubling via induction. Is it induction? No, induction. Using the induction smelter with sand, which produces slag as a secondary output. That could be kind of fun. But I was thinking of avoiding secondary outputs altogether and just going with processing it raw. Sand. Dust. I think it's dust we have actually, not sand. Yeah. Tin ore, copper ore. Guess it doesn't matter. Uses. So we can smelt it. We can put it in redstone furnace. We can pulverize it. We can stick it in an induction furnace to get copper ore. That wasn't the one that I was thinking of. We can't crush it, interestingly enough. We can pulverize it into copper dust. But a crusher cannot... I guess it can't. Ore. Iron ore. Just to make sure that I'm not going crazy, where is the IE crusher? There. Where's your recipes button? There it is. So, I don't think you can process X and ILO stuff. You cannot. You can make dust though, which is strange. However, you can process ore. Nickel ore. Nickel ore exists. See, now I'm having another thought, right? Which is, if we go to dust, and again, this is entirely impractical, right? but it's different. It does the same job, but it's just different and more interesting in my opinion. It's interesting because it's different, put it that way. Where are you? So what we could do is, for 20,000 RF, maybe not, is we could turn the copper ore into, the copper ore dust into an ore block. But I think that's more for the sake of agricraft, ore crops, because of course that's actually 8 copper and that would only give us 2. So, okay, and practical idea out the window, because what the idea was, turn it all into actual ore blocks and then crush it. Really kind of pinned into doing the stuff that everyone else does, aren't we? Smeltering it or pulverizing it. Don't really have much else on the table. Could just smelt it directly, but that's kind of boring. We can smelt the output. Look, we'll do pulverizers. And we're going over time here, so this is more just explaining, I guess, what's going to happen next episode. Next episode, we're going to set up a system which does this. We're going to create dust. The item dust, not the block dust. We're going to create item dust out of our ores using pulverizers. Then we're going to put it into IE boosted furnaces. That's normal vanilla furnaces boosted by, where are you? Boosted by external heaters. And I think that'll be fun because it'll be an interesting exercise in pipe planning, because we're going to have to, while we'll be able to smelt like 6 things at once per heater, well, 5 things, because one side needs to have a connection to electricity, but well, we'll be able to smelt 5 things at once with a heater. They're all separate blocks with separate inputs and outputs, and not necessarily on the same system. They do run pretty fast on an external heater. The other thing is that we could work towards creating an arc furnace, but I don't think we have what we need to create an arc furnace. I don't think we're going to have that for a while, because an arc furnace will do ores, and is an option for us. See if I go back here and say arc furnace. This big monstrosity, smelting ores and creating steel due to its high speed and its ability to process multiple items at the same time, but it is also complex in its workings and will require maintenance in order to continue functioning. I think this would be an excellent, fun thing to create, to do our ore, but for now, I think what we're going to do is external heaters, plus furnaces, plus pulverizers, and that will get through our gravel, dust, and sand, or gravel, dust, and sand. And for everything else, there's MasterCard, and by everything else, I mean like the dusts, gems, and all that sort of thing. Because we're also going to want to create a sieving system, a proper sieving system, which is going to pass stuff from here through it. And we're going to do all 3 of them. Because there's one big problem that I've had this whole time, that I've kind of neglected to keep on camera at all, and that is this beastie right here. Electrotine only comes from sieving sand. A bunch of stuff only comes from sieving sand. So it's a problem because this only does dust. So we need a system that will do all 3 and process the results of that. So that's basically the story with that. Anyway, thank you for listening to me ramble about the plans for this series. It's getting really exciting. It's at a very exciting stage because we're getting functional. So thank you all for coming along for the ride, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.